need your feedback. So Chris is here to receive your feedback. Excellent. Wow, we have a double pitch.
Double, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So Chris, you're from, if I'm not mistaken, from the UK?
Yeah, we're both from London.
Wow, okay.
This is Sabrina as well, who's
Sabrina, nice to meet
co-founder.
You're not maintaining the 2 meters distance. What's going on?
We live together, so we're okay.
Okay, nobody is gonna tell on you. We're among friends.
Just stay away from the camera.
Only 50,000 people, yeah.
Yeah, excellent. So yeah, do you have a presentation that you want to share?
I'll probably just go kind of off the cuff.
Okay, yeah, go for it. So you have your 4 minutes. Feel free to start whenever you feel like it.
Perfect. Thank you for that introduction. So yeah, Chris, my name is Chris and Sabrina. We are the co-founders of Harfy. So what's Harfy? Harfy is an e-commerce platform that offers a thoughtful alternative to mainstream retail. We offer unique artisanal homeware, accessories, and lifestyle products that you can't find on the high street. So why did we start the business? We saw a problem in the current marketplace. It desperately lacks soul, transparency, and UK consumers are increasingly seeking authentic pieces that reflect their style, personality, and values. So we saw that consumers were crying out for more character, more storytelling in their purchases. They want to seek responsible alternatives, but businesses aren't offering that. Over 88% of UK consumers says that current businesses are not making it easy for them to be as ethical as they would like in their shopping. And actually 60% said that businesses are making it harder for them to be ethical in their purchasing. And the problem is authentic artisanal pieces that they're craving, they're not accessible. These sort of artisans and handmade pieces that offline, the artisans don't speak English or have the commercial skills to bring their products to the UK market. So this is where our solution comes in. We offer treasures and handmade pieces with a story. We connect people with the people behind the products, the artisans themselves, and we offer an insight into exactly how our products are made. So I guess our 3 key points are that we try and combine traditional handcrafting, handmaking techniques with contemporary designs that you won't find elsewhere. We have a commitment to sustainable production, not only to the environment. We have a streamlined supply chain, which limits our carbon footprint. And we also, by working directly with the artisans, we're able to offer them fair pay for their work and boost local communities. And lastly, we try and make it as simple as possible. The modern day shopper likes ease, so we do everything online. We offer free delivery, free returns, and an easy to navigate website and good personalized customer service.
So we do the hard work so our consumers don't have to. We bring them genuine, authentic, and unique pieces that have been handmade by artisans in developing countries, and that will make their homes reflect their personal values, but also their style.
So why did we set up Harfy now? We think the opportunity is right. We think it's very topical for 2 reasons. One, ethical shopping is soaring. The average ethical purchase per household is now at a record high of around £1,300, and that's increasing about 8% year on year. And secondly, e-commerce, online shopping is also growing as well, and that looks continued to grow going forward. So where we are at the moment, what sort of traction have we had so far? We established the business in May 2018 was when we founded the business. We were up and running at the end of 2018, and we have been consistently growing, having our biggest quarter. The last quarter to date was almost double the previous quarter. Obviously now with everything that's going on, it's quite unpredictable, but the trend is going in the right direction, and it's just a case of really nailing our marketing going forward is the key now that we have proof of concept.
Great, so we hope you believe in Harfy as much as we do, and we'd welcome any feedback to help us bring this forward.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to present. And that's it.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Good. So let's do one thing, because every time that we have a pitch that is not, let's say, doesn't have a presentation, this is a much bigger challenge. So first of all, I want to ask everyone in the chat, what did you think about the RFE presentation? How can they make it better more than anything? And Chris, one important thing, and Sabrina, one thing that is very important is always mention who is the pitch for. So are you looking for investors? Are you looking for clients? What's the main goal currently? If you're gonna go out to the world when the virus is over and you can pitch, where are you gonna pitch to?
Well, so at the moment we're pitching to accelerator schemes. So some of them include investment. We have done one already, but that was just like a mentorship incubator scheme for going forward. We're also we're also looking for potential investment as well.
Excellent. Okay, so we're turning back to our people in the chat, and basically our few people here are looking for probably investor. They're on an investment path of growing. I know we have an expert, Afir, here that can probably help because he's a constant winner of our pitching event. So he's also in retail. So I'm looking forward for feedback from all of you if you can help about what did you think about the presentation? How can it be better? And what is missing maybe for information when our team from RFE is gonna present this thing to investors, which is for those of you who have encounters with investors and know what they're looking for, maybe you can give us a little bit of feedback. I will launch some kind of a poll that we always launch when we don't have a presentation about was it clear, because it's much harder to convey a message when you don't use any graphic resources. So I'm going to launch a quick question for everyone. If you can help us out to kind of like, if you've been in here, did you understand what's going on here? Did it feel clear? So that's one thing that might be helpful for our friends here. So that's something that we can share with all of you soon. And of course, the most important thing on the chat, if you can give us as much feedback as possible about how do we improve the presentation, that would be absolutely great. So I'm going to keep the poll for 10 more seconds, so we have a chance for everyone to vote and share it. And then we're going to turn to the chat with a few recommendations from our listeners about what can you maybe improve. So we're going to share the results. Relatively okay results. You have half of the people that says, look, we understand what RFE is doing. You do have and you have other half that is more in the camp of so-so and no, mainly so-so. So it means that they kind of figured it out, but not so much. Mm-hmm. It's a relatively big percentage of no, which means that you might have fallen into the trap because you know your business so well that you didn't really take the time to let total strangers understand what are you building. So this is something that you might want to consider in the next time when you're doing a pitch, to kind of make sure that everyone is with you. Because if you have a 50% so-so club, you kind of lost 50% at some capacity. We've had much worse results, just for you to know. We've had usually, sometimes we see a giant no. So over here, you're very close. If you would shift just 20% to the yes club, then you're doing great. Excellent. And now what we're going to do is go over a few of the comments. If we have comments from everyone about how can RFE improve their pitch, we would be super grateful. So Achil is saying that basically now is an interesting time for finding investors, and I think they're right. So it means that maybe for you, we probably cannot think like we thought 2 months ago. Things have changed relatively drastically. So I think that one of the things that maybe we can do is many people that were looking for investors 2 months ago as a viable strategy can also go on a bootstrapping path. So that could be also a way for you to maybe recalibrate the strategy if needed, but maybe not, But I just heard, saw a tweet today by Paul Graham, who is the Y Combinator, the top accelerator head, and he's basically said, whoever manages to get investment in the next 6 months probably has the most amazing business in the world, because there's going to be very, very few investments. So that's something to think about. Now, Vilma is giving you credit about the presentation. So she's saying basically, and by the way, this is for all of us. Apparently, the world is changing. and we're probably going to do a lot of our pitches online. There's no way around it. Like, and it's maybe it's not something that's going to disappear in a month. Many people predict that there's going to be some substantial life changes coming together with this current period. And that means that what Vilma said, I stand behind it. We have to be in a situation that we're increasing our chances of converting when we do an online pitch. And that means that with the online, you guys, like when you do an online pitch, it's more easy to lose people. To, you know, the trace of thought, it's like all over. So the idea is that over here, definitely worth it if you're meeting with investors or accelerators, not to do freestyle. Freestyle is relatively good for here, you know, to get a little bit of feedback. And also when you do an elevator pitch of about 20 to 30 seconds. But if you're doing something that is a little bit, you know, a little bit deeper, you do want the presentation with you in any case. So yeah, that's something to kind of think about. Now, what I would recommend to you, even if you don't have time to do a presentation, and by the way, if we have other comments from the crowd, that would be absolutely amazing. So anything that comes to mind that can be helpful would be good. What I would do instead of you, like even if you don't have a presentation, is to do the following. I'll show you what I would do. I would do that. So basically, when you are, this is your site, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So what I would do is while you're introducing the product, even if you don't have time to prepare a presentation, just by visualizing and showing people what you've got, makes it much more clear. It's kind of like you would move a lot of people from the so-so club to the yes club just by doing what I'm doing now. So this is the kind of a tactic that you can do even if you don't have time to prepare the presentation. So that's something to think about.
Sounds good.
And people are asking for your website, so if you can click it, put it in the chat, that would be great. Let's see. Excellent. I'm gonna put it for everyone. Yeah, no worries. Great. Okay, so Chris and Marina, thanks a lot for arriving. It was a pleasure. And yeah, continue and come back in a few months. Update us on how it goes. It'll be great.
Yeah, thank you so much for your feedback and letting us
Thanks,
present.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Okay, good luck. Good luck. Excellent. So we're moving on. Now we're going to do a quick break for our own segment of Startup Link in this section. I'm just going to present to you a little bit about what we do so you know us a little bit better. So basically, we're working on Startup Link. It's a global map. It's a global startup ecosystem map that has tens of thousands of startups, and we totally ask everyone to register their startup for free. That's my pitch, by the way. Register a startup, it's totally free. The interesting thing that we do on Startup Link is that we're ranking the ecosystems of 1,000 cities and 100 countries. And when we can start moving again, hopefully soon, I just want to let you know that the ecosystem that you choose is going to be critical for your chances of success. And over here, you have a free resource that did all the work for you and can kind of tell you, even if you're, let's say, if you're decided that you want to stay in Germany, let's say if you're in Germany, we know that we have a lot of people in Germany today, you can filter all the locations by the name, in this case, Germany, and then basically see the entire list to kind of figure out where to move if you should. I'll just say again, one of the things that we've discovered is that where you choose to base your startup is going to have a massive effect on your success. So try to advance yourself to a better ecosystem. Whenever you can upgrade the ecosystem of where you are, your chances of success are greatly increased. And that's basically it for Startup Link. And I'm just going to share with you something else that we've built last week, really fast. So together with the UN, in this case, UNAIDS, or the Health Innovation Exchange by UNAIDS, we've built a map that currently has more than 300 innovations or projects that are related to the COVID-19 virus. So if you're, this is a free resource for everyone to use. If you have a COVID-19 related virus company then it would be great if you had it as well. This can be found in coronavirus.startuplink.com. So that's basically our presentation, and I'm going to share it. And I think that just before we go, we have one more presenter. So if I'm not mistaken, it was, who was it? Can someone remind me? I think it was Arfus, yes. So Arfus, Ben, you're also pitching? Let me know in the chat. Arfus, can you write to me your project and your URL? And Ben, if you're pitching, can you do the same, please? That would be great. I'm gonna look for your, yes. Arfus is asking, how do we score the cities? There is a report. So if you go to startuplink.com, you can download the report. There is the entire methodology section over there. So Arfus, I'm gonna promote you to a presenter. Ben, are you pitching? If so, let me know in the chat. Ah, you are pitching. Okay, Arfus, do you have a URL? Today in the audience, we have 26 people. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna switch to Ben. Ben, you're gonna pitch now. Arfus, I still wanna see your URL and the project because I didn't have you in the list before. So just share with me what are you pitching. And Ben, with TrackCloud, you're currently being promoted to pitch. So good luck to you in just a second. And guys and girls, please come back in the future. Like we're gonna do it on a weekly basis. If we have enough people, we're gonna continue. I think we can learn a lot from the pitches here. So Ben, you're on mute. You should have an unmute button on the left, bottom left, with a video button as well. So that would be great if you can. I think we can hear you. Try saying something. Yeah, we can see you.
Oh,
Okay.
so sorry about my camera. I literally just got this like today, so I didn't have time to prepare.
No worries. Looking sharp. Where are you calling from?
It's Manchester actually. So
Wow. Okay. So we have a lot of people from Germany and Argentina, but the brave people here are from the UK. So good to know. Good. Okay.
yeah,
So
there's literally a lot of startups buzzing around these days.
yeah. Good. Okay. So Ben, do you want to share your screen or go freestyle? Whatever you want.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna share like a quick overview of what I do.
So there is a share button, a green share button.
Yeah, I think I've got a demo. Yeah, great. So
I'll let you know when we see it, and then you can start. Not yet. Wow, looks good. Okay, go for it. Good luck.
yeah, this isn't this isn't a typical presentation, so I'm just going to do this bareback. Well, there's a question which actually separates Netflix from Spotify. Netflix seems to be giving back to the art form through which it rose to prominence, and most importantly, it's investing in original content. Music, on the other hand, has become the harbinger of a problematic shift in the way the business operates. We have problems like artist discovery, music distribution, royalties, copyright, you name it. These are some of the little big problems currently plaguing the industry. Right now, you've got your phone, you open Spotify, you open Apple Music or whatnot. What are the odds of you listening to an unknown upcoming artist? 1 in 10, 1 in 100, hell, 1 in a million. This is the standard in which today's music streaming platforms operate on, to favor the biggest stars at the expense of the smaller upcoming artists. So what if there was a platform where music can be treated less like digital bits and more like the art it is, with a sense of respect, discovery, networking, And if that place can actually accommodate and support the artists to make the music, not just the top tier artists like Drake or Ariana Grande, but also the college kids in their bedrooms too. Now that would be innovation. The way we perceive music is really undergoing a profound change these days. And to have access to nearly all the music in the world at our fingertips and in our pockets is truly remarkable. But you all know it today, the music industry is in a shitty state. Sorry about my language, but TrackCloud is here to solve that by providing an all-in-one ecosystem where artists can share, distribute, engage, connect, and earn at the same time. It's basically a one-stop shop for artists to do whatever they like, you know, to submerge, to to basically earn a living from their music, and that's what TrackCloud is all about. And TrackCloud is what we are doing with TrackCloud is we are creating a next generation platform powered by state of the art technologies like the blockchain and artificial intelligence. Basically, what we do with these technologies is we try to solve the pain points readily available in the music streaming market. Pain points like copyright, for example. Pain points like royalties, like I mentioned before. Like Spotify, for one, claim they do not know what to pay artists or when to pay artists. Whether or not this is actually true, the deal is it's leaving artists out of the equation. But with TrackCloud, it's a whole new different game. Let me just quickly. This is my investor deck. I have made a presentation deck, so I'm just gonna share with you guys a quick prototype of our beta platform, which should be coming out in late 2020. So seems we've got a bug here, but I'm going to show you guys our MVP if that's not a problem. Yeah. So yeah. So I hope everyone can hear me. Like I was saying before, music is there needs to be a place where artists can get paid and connect with fans without actually having to go through all the third parties and intermediaries like record labels or performance rights organizations. I mean, to a certain extent, these third parties would have been significant, but but that's in the pre-IT world. We are living in a new generation where people want like instant gratification, as in people want music to be Napster already proved music streaming to be the right concept. People do not want to pay for their music.
Ben, I'm gonna stop you for 1 second. You have 30 more seconds, so make the best out of them. Okay?
Yeah, sure. So I hope what I'm doing with TrackCloud is to create a fair ecosystem for all artists, regardless of their background or where they come from. And yeah, we are looking to raise our first institutional round of investments to take this to the level where it needs to be. And I hope you guys. I'm looking forward to your questions because I just got on this like surprisingly. So sorry about that. I didn't really prepare for this. So.
Good, Ben. Thanks a lot. Super. So first of all, two things that I want to commend you for. One, that you arrived here spontaneously and did a pitch, and that's absolutely amazing. And the second thing is that you kept social distancing. I didn't even see even one person 2 meters from you, so you're definitely
Yeah, yeah.
but it's good.
All
It's
night.
everything is good. Super. So thanks for taking the time. Now we're gonna turn to the chat. Ben is
Sure.
going to try to get investors, and the question for you, everyone who is here, what can I do to improve what you've seen here? So that could be a good one. And Ben, what I'm going to do with your permission is to do exactly the same thing that I've done with Chris Sabrina, and also ask people about, was it clear? Do they understand what is track cloud? Did they get it or not? So we're gonna wait a little bit for the answers here.
Sure.
Gonna give 5 more seconds for people to, and then the most important part is the chat. So everyone who is here on a listener, as I told you before, you're not a passive listener, you're here to work, and you're now working for Ben and trying to help him figure out what can he do better. And so that's the entire goal of what we have over here. Good, I'm gonna end the polling. So basically what you've got here, Ben, yeah,
It's at 20%. So
results that are not so good. You've got what is track cloud, and the other 80% kind of didn't. So over here, you have a very clear problem of, let's say, articulating exactly what is track cloud about. And this is great. This is exactly the time to not be clear, because when you go to investors, of course, you want to be super clear. So
yeah,
let's hear from the chat a little bit about what can Ben improve. If you can give us a little bit of tips, what would you have done differently? That would be super valuable. So that's great. I will tell you, Ben, basically what I think is because you went spontaneously, that you didn't prepare for it, which is, again, a sign of exactly of an entrepreneur. This is what entrepreneurs are doing. When they have an opportunity out of the blue, they take it. So that's exactly the point. But what I would offer you to do, which is something that I've done with Startup Link and my own pitch, which is still not good, but at least kind of like I practiced a lot, which means like you can stand in front of a mirror or in front of people and just pitch constantly your solution. When you do that, it's going to be also more clear for you. What is it exactly that you're doing? That's something that I totally recommend to do exactly what you're doing now. Whenever you have the opportunity to pitch. And that was probably one of your first pitch ever of track cloud. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Yeah, that's actually right. We're relatively new.
Yeah, so the idea is use every opportunity that you've got, exactly like you've done here, and also pitch to yourself. Like try to keep on purifying the pitch to make it more clear, more in the flow in a way. That's like the first recommendation. Great. So let's turn a little bit to the chat. And again, we want to be in a situation that Ben is going to investors, going to pitch this product, and people are and is more ready. So let's figure out how to do that. So I'm just going to go over a few of the comments over here, Ben. We're going to read it together and try to figure out what do people recommend. So Chris was a little bit unsure what type of technology or are you using. Basically, he was a little bit unsure about what is track cloud, other than the promise that it brings to revolutionize the music industry and to give an income for musicians. It wasn't really clear on how are you doing it. What kind of a technology? Is it a streaming platform? Is it an online community? So it wasn't really clear what is track cloud. So this is definitely something that I agree with Chris, that you should go more a little bit into what is the product, like how are you going to deliver the promise. So that's one thing. Let's see what Alina is saying. Alina she wants a little bit more facts and numbers, which means that it kind of shows, by the way, Ben, that you, especially when you go to investors, that you've done your own work. Investors are really into tackling it, like, hey, but what is this and how many of, and so on and so on. So you want to kind of incorporate into your pitch, and I think I agree as well, a little bit more numbers of, look, this is the problem. You have 7 million currently people using Spotify in the UK, but out of them, only 1% are making a living and so on. So you back whatever you say with actual facts, which will be useful as well. Adin is recommending to maybe mention a little bit the similar projects, the projects that you're the idea is that in the beginning, when you mention Spotify, for example, it can be a problem because they're so huge. So you can't really compare ourselves as entrepreneurs, people that are just starting, to a giant, monster in a way. So maybe it's better to kind of focus on those that have done it on the middle tier, so people can kind of figure out what are we aiming for. So it's that's for that. Yes, Samir is saying that maybe more time management, to time yourself, to be in a situation that you're sure that you're not repeating the same things, that there is a flow. But Samir is also saying that you have a great opening graphic. And I totally agree, by the way. This graphic is, who did this graphic? Where did you take it from? It's really good one. So it's really recommended. Good stuff on the graphic taste. Benedict is saying that this is an interesting product. And again, Benedict is saying maybe you can tell us a little bit about the difference from other products and competitors. So in a way, Ben, it seems like we understood what are you trying to do, but not really how are you trying to do it. So, and Samir also said that the connection with what kind of technology is being used here, blockchain and AI and so on, it wasn't really clear on how to do that. And Marek is also commenting that basically your target crowd is the artists, of course. So he was missing a little bit of ideas of how are you going to communicate with them? How are you going to create this bond with the artists? How are you going to bring them to the system? So Ben, what I would recommend to you is to copy paste those comments, and then when you do the next iteration of the presentation, maybe you can use some of those comments to kind of make it a little bit better. And once again, kudos for the bravery. You're on the right path, 100% on the right path. And yeah, so keep safe in Manchester. And thanks again for pitching.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate this. Yeah,
Super.
I'll probably be better next time.
Yeah, let's come back in a few months. We always invite people to come back in a few months. Excellent. Thanks, man. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so we're going to our last pitch. Our last pitch is going to be by Arfus. So Arfus, I'm going to promote you to a presenter. Just a second. Okay, Arfus, so you have unmute button and a camera button on the top, on the bottom left. So you should find them somewhere. I'm going to let you know if you can see me and hear you. Yes, we can see you.
Hi.
I can hear you. That's great. Where are you calling from, Arfus?
I am from Frankfurt in Germany, like most
nice.
of people, I guess, now. So thank you for having us here.
Your internet is good because, yeah, we have a lot of, yeah, it's a great pleasure. What else can I do, Arfus? Where are we going to hang out? Yes, I can. We have a little bit of delay. Your internet is a little bit slow.
Okay.
But let's hope for the best. We don't, yeah, do you have a presentation that you want to share with us or something that you want to share?
I thought you will show this URL, what you were asking for. So
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me just confirm.
Or just I try to explain. Yes. So
yeah, if you want to share.
Actually, I just decided to take part every week because it's a great idea to improve my page.
Okay.
So
Go for it.
my name is Afros, as I said, and I am part of CrowNow team. As you know, social distancing is the most effective way to slow down the pandemic right now. Putting the whole population on the quarantine might work for a few weeks or before the world economy collapses. Therefore, we need to move away from quarantine toward smart social distancing and apps like Chrono. And Chrono is a smart way of social distancing. While it helps you to keep distance from other individuals, it also informs you if you have been in contact with some positive tested individual in the past 14 days. So we are using Bluetooth technology, and we are taking 100% care about the privacy through a zero knowledge approach. We just started a few weeks ago, 2 weeks, I guess, with an approach which was GPS based, but we saw it's not easy to scale and also is a big privacy issue. And then moved to new technology, which is Bluetooth, which help us just to trace people if they came in contact with some individual who was infected. So what we are looking for right now is people helping us to promote us. We need connections to the government, to institutions like Robert Koch Institute in Germany or World Health Organization. So did you share? Actually, you didn't share my screen. So I'm a little confused right now. But that's what I was. That's the end of the page.
Nice, that's great. You can share your screen, but you know what? Let me share it with everyone. So just a second.
I was a little confused. Sorry about that. I thought when you was asking for my URL, you will show that.
No. We let you guide. But let me show people. So this is the URL.
Yes. Actually, this is the hackathon we started with. If you can go to the next page, on the same page, next picture.
Which one?
Behind the video.
Okay.
Yes, bottom of the video. There are 4 pictures on the side.
Let me see.
There are little dots.
Those ones.
No. Bottom of the video.
Bottom of the video. To go to
the dots. The 4 dots.
4 dots. I don't see 4 dots.
Or just.
Yeah, and here I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's how it works. We use Bluetooth, and we are exchanging between 2 devices, just random IDs. So everything is kept on the device. So we don't share everything with the server. And as soon somebody gets, and we always alert you and saying keep distance if you come closer than 2 meters somebody else. And in case some people get infected and go to the doctor and they are positive, you get informed anonymously that you were in contact with somebody 3 days ago, and you should try to get isolated. And yes, depend on the country what the procedure is after you are infected.
Amazing, that's great.
Thanks.
Super. So thank you, Arfus. So you're currently trying to connect with government officials and everyone that can use this application to,
yes,
kind of like make sure that people use it. So okay, let's do the same poll like we do with everyone else. That is basically, was it clear? So let's try to understand from people. Did they understand the solution? Did they understand what is it exactly doing? The advantages there, and so on and so on. That would be absolutely great if you can give us a few answers to let us know if we're on the right track, at least on the clarity of this product. And I'm going to share the results with you. And the most important thing also now on the chat, let us know. Arfus is now going to speak with government people, and he's going to try to convince them that his solution is viable, that it makes sense, and that they should use it. They should start using it in order to control Corona, basically in Germany. So
and this is free for all users around the world.
Super. So that's good. Also global expansion. So I'm just going to share the results with you on the clarity, Arfus. So on the clarity, it was good. because you've done something that is very, very important. You kind of, first of all, the reality is on your side because everyone now understands social distancing. So when you do an application about social distancing, people understand it. So that's absolutely great. And it's something that currently exists in the market a lot. There are a lot of everyone is talking
I took a screenshot of my result because I'm going to improve it next week. I wasn't that prepared.
That's good.
And I hope there's a lot of room to improve it.
Excellent. So yeah, so this is great. Now let's go a little bit to the chat and try to figure out how can Arfus now, again, he's going to serious people. He's going to go to the people that are dealing with this crisis. How can he improve his chances when he's doing this presentation to nail it? So let's see if we have a little bit of tips. Okay, so Achil is saying that this looks like a good product for the current situation. Good. So, and the question is, will the solution help in any other ailment or identify anything that is apart from corona? I think, again, we're not here to answer questions, but I have a feeling, Achil, that it's not really like, because we have this crisis and this crisis is so big that everyone wants to focus on that. So I would actually will focus on, because something very big has happened in the world. So in some capacity, I have a feeling that if Arfus is providing a solution only for this virus, it will be way than enough to actually achieve his goal. But Chris is saying that the problem is very clear, and this is a great product. Good, yeah. So that could be something that. So first of all, you have good feedback here. I was missing a little bit, Arfus, the differentiation. Like, because I know that there are applications. I'm from Israel now, and we already have this application that kind of tells you, look, you've been close to someone that has coronavirus and so on. So the thing that I have a feeling that is a little bit missing is the smoking gun about why is that critical? Why do we need this specifically? So because it's very clear what you're doing. It's very clear that it's important. The only thing that was missing was a little bit what is currently in the market and why is this better. So I would try working only on this point because the clarity was super there. Super. Samir is saying that the working mechanism is a little bit unclear. So again, we kind of figured it out. There is a Bluetooth and so on, but this is a good point to maybe do a quick demo, of you can actually do something that kind of gets it more clear about exactly what is the process. Good. Chris was missing a little bit exactly what Samir was saying, explaining a little bit more details about how it works, like other than just the Bluetooth, but a little bit that. Vilma was asking if this is only available on iOS, which could be a problem. So definitely
all systems,
also
Android and iOS.
That's great.
Will be is not. It takes another 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay, good. That's good that you're prepared for everything, because if you're doing a solution like that,
actually about 50 people are joining us from all the world. We are very happy about that. But at the end, we need governments to roll out this because we are not big enough to announce it. So, but it will be free for everyone to use that.
Amazing, and it's really great that you're innovating on a field that is now so hot.
Thank you. Can I say something about the differentiation? There are two different kind of trackings, or maybe more. Some governments are trying to pull all this information without the consent of the users. Some apps are out there using GPS. The problem of GPS is you are getting a lot of sensitive information of people, and maybe some of people don't want to share it. Actually, because of this crisis, maybe 50% will share, but you need much bigger part of a share of the people using that. And in our case, we don't share any information with the server. Everything is kept on the device. And just if just the ID is sent after, when you get positive tested to the server, so we can identify the device, not the people. So everybody in that ecosystem is totally anonymous, and also it works around the world. So we could open also the borders to the other countries. airport and everything. So it's not a silo solution between a country.
Excellent, amazing. Mark is also saying that he missed how you get money from it and who are your customers, but I guess that by saying that you're targeting governments, the governments will have to fund it. So of course, this is the way
That's
to go.
true.
Amazing, Arfus. So thanks a lot. We would be happy to have you. We invite everyone that is pitching to pitch in a
Thank
few
you very
months
much.
from now. So if you have great developments in the product in a few months, please feel free to arrive. And hoping that you can arrive next week to also give tips to the people that are pitching.
Definitely,
Just like
I will be
got
there.
me. Super.
And I will
So,
go through all these points. Thank you very much.
amazing. Copy paste them. That would be a good thing to do. Copy paste the chat. That's also good.
Okay.
Amazing. Good. So I think we're done
Thank
for
you very
today. Thank you, Arfus. And yeah, we're the only thing that is missing now is to vote on who won. So I'm gonna quickly share a poll with you on who won. The big moment. Nice. It's a joke because everyone won. Like I said before, whoever, because just because you have the courage to arrive and to pitch in front of a live audience, Chris, Ben, Arfus, all of you won. But let's see who really won. So I'm launching the poll. If everyone can take a minute to give us a quick vote. Wow, Arfus, everyone is so psyched about Corona that no other project can have. So yeah, let me share with you that Arfus, you've won by a very, very big margin. So congratulations. And by the way, Ben, Chris, again, you're winners. Second of all, remember, this is the age of Corona. So it really relates to the attention of people currently to maybe fund your project or take a risk on your project is currently a little bit limited if you're not doing a Corona startup, because that's where the minds are, which means that you're going to have to bootstrap it. Always think about bootstrapping, and that's absolutely great. So I want to thank everyone for arriving. Again, we're going to meet again next Wednesday, same time. Please arrive again. Those of you who are pitching, please give feedback to the people that are going to pitch next week, and would be happy to see you again, and have a good one. Stay safe, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you.